Well, what are you looking at there on the table? Well, you're looking at a piece of film that I didn't want to have to do, but the only reason I did it is because, well, because on the green screen, you can't really see it because it disappears because it's green. So let's turn this around. We're going to look at the Crkt Minimalist Bowie. All right, guys, I kind of have to do this. This is the Crkt Minimalist in a drop. Oh, hey, there it goes. In a drop point fashion style blade. And yeah, this was a gift from Will B, one of my paying members. And I'm really upset with him because the fact is, I don't like the fact that this has grown on me and I've started to like this knife. There's a lot of problems with it, but first and foremost, it's not a bad little neck knife. Now, there are problems with a lot of neck knives. You guys saw the short. I said that this one kind of doesn't have those problems. But we're going to take a look at this. So give me a second. I'm going to put a spec sheet up here because this isn't getting a first day in pockets. We're just going to jump into this because I've been carrying this in my pocket for a few days. I just decided that I'd do this video. So hang on just a second. Let's get some knives out for size comparison. Your first knife is a great fixed blade small EDC option. It is the Sea Snake. It's done by this guy, Mike Emler. You may have heard of him. You may have seen some of his videos. Yeah, this is a good bit smaller than my Sea Snake, which is an already small knife. So next knife for comparison is the Benchmade 940. So you can see this is a very small knife. Not a very big blade at all. Nice little small package. So there's your second knife. And your final knife, as always, for comparison is the Chris Reese Sebenza Large 21. Not a small knife. You can see this is just about the size of the handles on the Chris Reese. So let's get this out of the way. I'm going to tell you about the things that I have discovered that I really like about this knife. And we'll talk about the things that I don't. All right, guys, I have to apologize. This is the Bowie version. I'm sorry. This is the Crkt Bowie Minimalist in green. And it, like I said, it's an Alan Foltz design. So this is done in 8CR, and it's not horrible. I have to admit that this knife, as much as I like to clown on it, it's not horrible. This does not suffer from the problems you have with a lot of neck knives. It's not too thick. It's not out of the, it's not unusable. This is a very functional little knife. It has got really good jimping on the spine. It's so small it doesn't even want to focus. You got really good jimping here on the spine and a very comfortable grip. 3 fingers is adequate on this with all these very well done choils on this. These little finger grooves, super comfortable in hand. It is a very good little knife for a lot of small tasks. You can see you've got a lot of like etching on the blade that is done for this specific model. But as far as I've used it so far, I've had 0 problems with it. I have had to strop it up a couple times, but this thing is really good to have around. Now, I put the cord back on it just to show you how it comes, but I haven't been using it with the cord. I've just been putting it in my pocket of my jacket and carrying it that way because the cordage on it, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but it's not what I would want. So yeah, 3 big finger choils on it. You got removable plastic scales, and this is basically built into it the way it comes. I'm not a fan of that. This may come off, but I left it on long enough that I could film it for you. So this lanyard goes in through these little holes and then through a hole in the blade itself. So basically, the only way to take this off is to cut it. You can see there's a hole in there for it to go through. But, the lanyard's not horrible on this. It actually gives you a little bit more to grip on if you want. But like I said, as far as little small duty tasks, like cutting a string, cutting a cord, I had to cut a shoelace that had gotten tied so tight we couldn't get it off and had to replace shoelaces. It's pretty good for stuff like that, opening boxes, cutting down a little bit of cardboard, no problem. Like I said, really easy and comfortable to carry. So it's not a bad little knife, and it definitely has grown on me. I'm not going to say that it's not great, but it does have some issues. So for this quick little look and see on this, let's go ahead and talk about the list of bad things, because there's a few of them. They're not all horrible though, so it's still overall still getting a good review. First things first, it's ugly. The color that this came in, Will bought this specifically because I told him I don't typically like green on knives, and this is definitely no exception. This thing is hideous. It looks like it came off of the set of You Can't Say That on TV on Nickelodeon. It looks like gack. So there's that. It's not attractive. The etching on this is a little thick and it is a little deep, and you can absolutely feel it when you're cutting through things. You can feel a little bit of resistance from the etching and the design that's on the blade. So there's that. It's not great. The next thing is, you can see it's just going to be a nightmare to sharpen. The angles on this are probably not consistent. Like I said, while it is sharp and it has done a really good job, this is probably not a knife I would purchase. It's probably going to wind up never getting sharpened. It's just going to be something I use till it's dull, and then I throw it on the shelf, maybe touch it up on a ceramic rod. Next thing, can you see the definite places where these interfaces are done on this? They did not do a very good job at all of marrying these scales up. There's some definite inconsistencies. There's a real big gap right there. It's pretty sharp. Then back here at the heel, there's a lot of sharp spots on those where they could have definitely ground that a little bit better to marry up. So the scales actually are really proud of the actual blade in a few places, and it's not consistent. It's like here it's fine, back here it's sharp, here it's fine, back here it isn't, and then across the spine there's a couple spots. So it definitely could have been done a little bit better. Overall blade shape, not a problem. Comfort in hand, like I said, not a problem. This becomes problematic. So they've given you this little lanyard cinch down thing, but the problem is it doesn't actually lock. So if you happen to grab a hold of it, now it may have been done for safety so you don't get caught up in stuff, but it irritates me because it's no harder to pull it when you push. Like, you don't even need to push on it. You can just adjust it like that. You don't even need to pull on it. So for me, that's going to catch on something and I'm going to lose it. So I haven't been using the cord. And then the sheath is not a great sheath. They did a good job with the color coordinating, I guess. But overall, it's not pretty. It's not a pretty package. It's ugly. But I have to admit, it has grown on me, and I do like it a little bit. So there you go. There's the CRKT Minimalist, the green one. I think my biggest problem with it is it's hideous. So let's go ahead, turn us around, send you back about your day. So guys, in all honesty, this is not a bad little knife. I was pretty surprised. I was put off by, I've never liked the way they look, but like a lot of the other knives I've discovered recently, sometimes these ugly knives are knives that I just absolutely do like. And I think that this, until it gets dull, is going to be something I keep around a lot. Like I said, at $25, it's not a bad little deal for a nice little, it's not a bad little neck knife. So guys, that's it. I just wanted to have some fun. I saw it laying there and I had taken it out of my pocket and I was like, you know what? I at least need to film a video because I've bashed on the CRKT Minimalist for a while. So it's not a bad little knife. It's the first one I've actually ever carried though. So I think that this would probably be the best choice in blade shape for me. So that's it on this one, guys. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Please try to tell me why. I can't change the content. If you don't, tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, make sure you've got it set to all and make sure you've got notifications turned on your device. And remember, likes are the best thing you can do for any channel. If you're watching somebody's videos and you're watching it for more than 15 seconds and you have not dropped a like, shame on you. They've put a lot of work into that. Not just me, all creators. If you want to support the channel financially, handful of affiliate links down below that are on Amazon. Anything you purchase those links, not even the item you clicked on. You can use it to click on anything, buy anything you're going to use. Please use one of my affiliate links for any shopping you do on Amazon. It supports the channel. It doesn't cost you anything at checkout. Coffee Brand Coffee. I have got a 5% discount code, CrazySharp, all one word, all caps, or you can just use the affiliate link. The discount is built in. Great, great coffee. If you want to support the channel another way, I do have a membership down below. All the members have access to my Gilded server, which is just like Discord. Baseline and premium tier members are automatically entered into giveaways I do on the Gilded server. Premium tier members have access to a sharpening tutorial series that's here on YouTube. Guys, I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. Not only does it help me moderate the channel, but it makes sure that everyone sees your comments. If your comments are a bit on the blue side, they're not going to go up and no one's going to see your comments. You're just yelling at the moon. So just make sure you keep your comments clean and in a fashion that we all get to enjoy the interaction. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.